So I couldn't take it. You know, I had put up my review of my take on Resident Evil Requiem, right? So I was like, so I'm sitting up there, I'm putting up this, I just got done, uploading the video, and then I said, well, all right, I'm gonna brush my teeth, wash my face, man. I'm gonna go to bed. But I had about a half hour, so I need to go to bed here very shortly. So so I went outside to lock my truck because I'm gonna drive my other car tomorrow. So I said, well, I'm gonna lock my truck because I parked it on the other side of the street. So I pulled my other car out and sit in front of the driveway so I could drive it because I never drive my car. So I was like, I'm gonna drive my car to work for the next 3 days because I haven't drove my car in almost 4 months and 3 months. The January, February, March, April. It's been almost 4 months because I drove last time I drove was in January, and I didn't drive it, so I parked it out in the driveway. I said I'm gonna drive it the next 3 days and stuff because it's my I got it's just it's my car. I love my car. But anyway, so I'm outside. I'm outside locking up my truck. So I lock up my truck, walk across the street, man. It's nice outside. I come in the house, I'm like, brush my teeth, man, wash my face. I'm gonna put on my pajamas and go to bed. So I sit there, man, and I was like, I'm gonna turn. I decided to play the other ending of Resident Evil Requiem. So I did. So it took me right back. What I did like about this game, you guys, I'm telling y'all, man, this game is freaking bad to the bone. So anyway, I played it right where Grace was like, "Oh, I gotta get to Leon." I said, "Oh, that's cool. They got it right where you can just." So I, made her walk a little faster. And Leon's all laid up against the thing. It cuts to Leon. She helps him up, and then they go inside, and I go through a sequence again. I picked the other one, because you had the left side and you had the right side. I picked the left side. And it said, pick Alpus to survive or something. The other one I picked was destroy Alpus. So I picked it, man. And I was like, dang, it was like a whole different gameplay, man. I was like, what the? I was like, oh shoot. So I'm like sitting there looking at this thing like, what the? And then I was like, Leon just chilling, man, because he can't get up because he's all beat up and stuff, and. Grace gets stabbed, side, stomach and stuff. Not one of those wounds where you can survive. I was like, and then the guy that Leon that did that motorcycle chase I told you guys about, he come with one arm, his side, and then the guy that can move real fast. So he was like all happy. Because this is all new. I was like, what the? So I'm sitting there, man, and I'm sitting there like, I was just sitting there playing the game, man. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. So then I had a whole different gameplay. And then, something happened where I was like, whoa. I was like, dang. And then I was like getting all happy. So then, I'm Leon gets up because, Leon got his, anyway, so the final confrontation was between Leon and that dude again that he was the guy that had the goggles on. I was sitting there like, wow, I was wanting to go to bed. I'm sitting there playing the dodging and dodging and shooting and stuff. And man, this second option was the better option. The second option, you guys, was the better option. It was the way better option. Because it was bugging me because I was going to go to bed. And I said, I want to see what the other one was, And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in there. Because I got on YouTube and I was like, man, there's two endings. And then they was telling what the two endings was. And I seen some clips. I was like, I ain't seen that. So I came in the house. I was like, well, I'm gonna check this out. So I got back on my PlayStation 5 and I turned it back on and it took me right back to that spot. And I went through all that. And it was like another 20 minutes. And then there was cutscenes and all that. I love the second option, man. I love the second option. The second option is much better. Yeah. So anyways, this is a quick one. Yeah, this game is a 10 out of 10, you guys. 10 out of 10. God bless, and we'll catch you next video. We'll see you.